Yo, what is up, guys? It's Josh from the Uncensored podcast. I'm doing a solo video today because I wanted to talk about a specific topic that's not really fit to be on the main podcast. This topic is going to be talking about JK Rowling, her hypocrisy, her views and how she switches things left and right. She's flip-flopping, and also how Twitter and the general public are taking what she says, and how they are also just as hypocritical as she is. So first, we're going to start out with this tweet from JK Rowling. Let me pull that up. So JK Rowling tweeted out, this was yesterday, she said, "If sex isn't real, there's no same-sex attraction. If sex isn't real, the lived reality of women globally is erased. I know and love trans people, but erasing the concept of sex removes the ability of many to meaningfully discuss their lives. It isn't hate to speak the truth." She said that. She got a lot of flack. All right, she's gotten a ton of flack. She also had some responses to that tweet, where she continued about how she believes that basically she's saying that as a woman, she does not believe that you can think that gender and sex is a spectrum. She says this because if you get rid of the idea of sex or gender, then there is no possibility for women to have struggle because you don't have to be a woman. And when she said this really ticked off a lot of the far left radical people. It tipped off a lot of people that generally would support her, especially with her decisions regarding her changes to the Harry Potter books years later. So some of the things that J.K. Rowling does that is very hypocritical of herself is creating a book, writing things in that book, and then changing them later to appear as woke, to appear that she is on the side of the left and the liberals and most of them. And the way she does this, I think, is just completely doesn't work. All right, I think that when you look at the Harry Potter books, just for example, because that's her most popular ones, obviously. She went into Harry Potter. She wrote it. It was a very successful book. I like the books. I like the movies. She made the movies. She cast her money as a white woman, right? And then the books even had her stated that she had a white face, said things like that. Definitely regarded her as a white person. Years later, to appear woke, J.K. Rowling comes out and says, "I never said Hermione was white. She could be black." She does this. She also does the same thing with Dumbledore, one of the other characters in Harry Potter. Comes out and says things like Dumbledore is gay now, which again it gives no meaning. She's just pandering to the audience, so that way they agree with her. There's no meaning behind any of it. All it is a political move to get more followers, so that way more people read and buy her books. Because there's probably not a ton of people buying Harry Potter anymore, if I'm being honest. It's been read. A lot of people own the book already, so if you own the book, you hand it to your kids and let them read the book. You don't have to buy it again. So probably that's most likely why she's doing it, is for personal motives, and not because she actually supports these black people or these gay people in a meaningful way. And I will bring up some of these tweets that people have said about her. So one of the big ones that I saw just recently that kind of made me want to do this video was Jacksepticeye. It's a guy who I actually watched for a long time. I loved when he wasn't political. But he said, "Really wish JK Rowling would stop tweeting, or at least learn something. Anyway, trans rights and happy Pride Month. I hope more people accept you for the beautiful people you are." Look, that tweet's all good, except these kind of people like Jacksepticeye and things who have these liberal mindsets and these liberal views, they tend to flip-flop like this. So whenever she was making people black and gay in her books, everybody was loving it on the left. But now, because she says that you can't say that there's no sex or gender, she's getting dogged on by all of them. They all flip-flopped. And I mean, you can look at tweets such as this one. Kari at SkinnyLegend911 says, "Imagine JK Rowling waking up and seeing hashtag I stand with JK Rowling, only to find out we don't fuck with her anymore." It just shows that how quickly the cancel culture will get you, and how quickly they'll flip on you from being very, very supportive of what you're doing to completely disagreeing with everything you stand for. She's been called racist now. I just don't understand it. So let me pull that one up. JK Rowling is racist, homophobic, and transphobic. It shows in her work, and people started realizing this, so she decided to start pandering to her audience, talking about how Dumbledore was gay. So why didn't you write him as a gay character? You know why Dumbledore didn't get written as a gay character? Because it didn't fucking matter. That's why Dumbledore was not a gay character. There was no reason for him to be gay. That has no, that does not add anything to the story. It doesn't add anything to the character other than pandering to the audience. There's no reason to have that even included. Yet another tweet we have of people claiming that JK Rowling is racist. We have somebody that tweeted, this is Sarah. She said, JK Rowling just said two things with that tweet. One, she's a Terf. Terf is a term that means that you support, you're a feminist, but you don't support the LGBT movement. That's what a Terf is. And two, she does not give a single shit about what's happening in the world, and therefore she's announcing that she's racist. This is what I don't understand. How are you going to say she's racist just because she didn't go and tweet Black Lives Matter? Instead, she tweeted about something different. You can't call her racist for that. That does not mean that she hates and holds a prejudice against black people or any other people, right? It just doesn't make sense to me that you're going to call her racist because she didn't tweet about something. She tweeted about something else. It really just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand how these people... they are taking ginormous leaps and reaching really far to try and find a way to call it racist, homophobic, transphobic, all of these things. Listen, JK Rowling, I know she's not listening to this, but JK Rowling, if you're to write a book and you didn't, say you never even went back in and added the gay characters, never went in and added the black characters, everyone would be happy with your book. But now, you've pissed off the left, you've pissed off the right, and nobody likes you. And it's really bad. So, as she keeps tweeting more and more, she's losing subs. I'll show that up right here. And you can just see that, JK Rowling she needs to just stop talking about politics and go back to writing fiction books. Because obviously she's not living in reality. I'm very curious to see what you guys think about this situation. Just let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about it. Hit me up on Twitter, at your boy Deej. And, it's just a situation where I think she just needs to stop tweeting in general, and then things will get better for her. So hopefully that happens. She just stops trying to pick political sides and just goes back to writing books. But if you guys enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe. We're going to do a podcast this coming up Saturday. We do one every Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's co-hosted by me, my friend Biscuit, and my friend Mex. If you go to my Twitter, you can see that they are tagged, so you can go follow them as well. Thank you guys. Peace.